And some do it and some don't, and those that do it get a lot more. And, you know, it's like life. You offer it, and some work it, and some just work when they're with me. And, you know, it's different for different people, and that's okay. All right, so, but emotions have to be released. The emotional charge on all of what you're going through, even if you understand it, even if you know it's part of a major shift coming in 2012, that's why all this chaos is happening. That's why all the change is going on, because the world needs to fall apart for a new way of functioning to happen. It has to be, there has to be a rebirth in a very, very major way. And I really think that's why so much is crumbling of what we're used to and what we know. And eventually, there will be a shift. How it'll happen, I'm not so sure. But that's part of what's going on in a major transformation. But meanwhile, as individuals, we have to deal with all that stuff that we're going through because it affects us a great deal. Okay? And that's why I'm so big on having you deal with emotions, and the other part is finding the place inside that's connected to whatever you're comfortable with, spirit, the source, oneness, because that's the only way you can have a sense of calm in the middle of chaos. Or at least for me, that's the only thing that's ever given it to me. Because if I were going through the changes that I've been going through now, if this happened to me 15, 20 years ago, I would be anxious all the time and a major pain in the butt for anyone near me, okay? Because I would have been irritable. And it's not saying I love it, but it's like, okay, I got it. I'll do what I have to do. Do you know what I mean? It's just different because I've changed, not because the situation is easy, okay? We all know it's not for everyone. Some people say it's easy, but I don't know that I think it is. So let's deal with the fear of change. Even if I don't get through the other steps, by explaining these things, I think it's worth it. So, how many of you are having difficulty with change? Anyone in here? Okay. What I'd like you to think about is how difficult is the change for you? Is it anxiety? Is it depression? Or whatever it is? Is it 10 is most emotionally disturbed by it or upset. 0 is neutral or peaceful. Okay? So what I suggest you do is write down the number or remember the number. How upset are you by the change? By chaos happening and change around you? Even if it's not happening to you, it's happening to a lot of people you know. Right? And that winds up affecting us because emotions, they're carried by other people. They're contagious. Just like being around someone. Ever be around someone who's really in love? How wonderful that feels? Well, it feels equally crappy as that feels wonderful when someone's in a terrible place right near you. All right, so that's part of what happens. Okay, so we already tapped on your crown before, so we're not going to do that now. But let's make it easy. Okay. So how would you call your change? Is the change, just call it out. Is it change, some of you said financial and some said relationship. Is it that you're afraid of what's going on? Or is it you don't like what's going on? Or you don't understand it? Which is it? Frustrated. All of that. Okay, anything else? Okay, good. All right, so uncross your feet for this, only because if we're using energy, we want you not crossing your feet. So tap on your karate chop point this way. Okay. Okay. Even though I'm disturbed, frustrated, and anxious about what's going on now, repeat it. Even though I'm disturbed, frustrated, and anxious about what's going on now, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Since it's not true for all of you, I'm going to change it a little bit. Okay. Even though I'm frustrated, disturbed, anxious, and depressed about what's going on now, even though I'm disturbed, just depressed about what's going on now, I'm working on deeply and completely loving and accepting myself. Even though I really want it to be different and nice and calm and peaceful, I'm willing to accept that change is still happening.
I'm willing to accept that change is still happening.
Even though I don't like it. And even though I'm uncomfortable with it. Okay. Now you're going to take index and middle finger. And I like using both hands. And you're going to tap, let me just show you real quickly the points, right on the eyebrows, side of eye. And I'll do it for you and say it so you don't have to remember it now. Usually when I'm doing things, I give people sheets to take home. Under eye, UE under eye, under nose, chin, collarbone, and I call this the monkey. The underarms, it's right in the middle of where a woman's bra is, so about 4 inches down. Okay? Ooh, got to get ready soon. All right. Okay, so uncomfortable with change. Side of eye. I don't like what's happening. It makes me mad. Under eye. Makes me mad and frustrated. I like it the way it was. I can't stand all the changes on your chin. It makes me scared and uncomfortable. I'm trying to feel safe again. Underarms. And now, karate chop. I don't like this. I don't know how to make the change stop. I don't care if it's supposed to happen. I still don't like it. Who cares about 2012? I want it calmer. All right. Okay. Let's do it again, and this time I'm going to change the words a bit. So, I'm upset with what's going on. I can't control it. That's what's so disturbing for me. I'm working on growing into getting more comfortable with change. Under nose, I know I don't like it. Chin, it's happening anyway. So I'll allow it because I can't do anything else. I still wish it would stop. I want it back the way it was when I was more comfortable, whenever that was for you. But I can take one step at a time and change. Even if I do it kicking and screaming. Because I sure do. I don't know about you. I'm willing to find new ways. Even if it's scary. It's time for some new things. Okay, so now what I want you to do is, no, actually I'm going to do it differently. So what I want you to do is just imagine the light, close your eyes a moment, and imagine the light from about 2 feet above your head. And breathe in the light from a couple of feet above your head. Pure golden light. And as that light enters the crown of your head, feel that light just pushing out the fear and the anxiety, the disturbance. And when you breathe in that light, imagine breathing in the source, your guardian angel, your spirit guides, God, whatever it is you're comfortable with, all helping you release this. And so breathe this out and surrender it to the source. Just surrender it. Take in a big, deep breath and just push all those feelings out of you, all the disturbance, all the